Welcome back everybody to another old school RuneScape video. Today we are not looking at a money making method or anything like that, but this will help you save money and kind of invest for your future a little bit if you're like really low on money or something, and you'll have some backup funds by following this video. So today we are cleaning out our banks and organizing it at the same time, and let's get into it. So today our bank is absolutely annihilated. I took out every bank tab and tried to randomly throw everything everywhere just to make sure it is really bad and very unorganized. And I think I did pretty well. So yeah, we're gonna transform this disgusting looking bank into a pretty clean, nice and organized bank where we could find everything without having to like search it up. Like, just scrolling through here, no idea where the fuck my torch would be, but like, I pretty much have to type that in, and yeah, that's not good. So, let's get into the first step of cleaning out your bank, and that is to actually just declutter and sell off all the shit that you know for a fact you're not going to use. So, like, a dragon axe I can't even use that. I have 57 57 wood cutting, and when we're doing this, make sure you take your placeholders thing off and just have your quantity to all. When we're selling random garbage off, so like an apron, I don't think I'm gonna ever use. It's a white apron. Iron 2H, stuff like this. I know there's a lot in here of just like shit. I don't really even do used ranged anymore, and if I do, I'm not gonna use a bow. Like all of these arrows and shit. Although, by the way, I did not inflate my bank. This is all genuine clutter and junk from just playing RuneScape. I did not inflate this at all. Just in case anyone was curious on like, why do you have almost 50 of each arrow? That's either a coincidence or I bought them all to have it organized in the past. And I have not organized my bank in a very long time. And that was intentional for this video, but I did not inflate any of these or buy anything specifically for this video. Just so we are all aware. But yeah, so pick up all of the shit that you are not ever going to use, you know for a fact, and we're just going to sell them all off on the Grand Exchange. Alright, so we do have a full inventory here, but I just wanted to say, if you are unsure about some items, like they might be quest items and stuff, wait off on that, don't do anything with those yet. And then also, do not get rid of any potions. So like, ranging potion 2 doses, or like a stamina potion 2, those obviously are more obvious, but like antidote plus 1, there's only 1 dose of it. Don't get rid of those. Those are going to be useful in our upcoming step. But yeah, let's sell all of this stuff off, and this is kind of what you want to do. You don't want to drop it. I know a lot of people do, but just from this inventory it doesn't look like a lot, but we're going to sell this off and see how much is here. A little unfair with the buckets of wax and stuff, but I'm a mid-level player and I'm kind of shit at the game, so I feel like people would probably have even more valuable stuff in their banks, to be quite honest. But yeah. Alright, so we sold all of that off. Now let's take one more sweep through the bank. Just make sure that you didn't forget anything, and I did, like green boots, Fremnik gloves, all of this kind of stuff. Yeah, I already been through it. Oh, Halloween masks and stuff like that. Probably have this on note. And yeah, let's just go back through one more time, make sure everything is taken out. Also, don't take runes. But yeah, let's just make sure. Alright, so our bank is mostly cleared out of garbage, and we got almost 92k back, so that's pretty good. Let's just throw that back into the cash stack. And now, at this step, I recommend we are going to get rid of all of our holiday items. And this is optional, obviously. If you want to keep all of your holiday items and shit like that, you can. I'm just going to get rid of all of them because they are just kind of useless and take up space. So this is all stuff that you could get back from Diango, basically. And for all of the things you could reclaim from Dango, I will have a link in the description. All of the non-tradable items in that list of holiday items you could get back from Dango. Just the tradable ones you cannot. Obviously, they're tradable, and you could sell them on the Grand Exchange if you want, but you cannot get them back from him. So, link will be in the description, labeled holiday items. Alright, so now I think I'm fairly certain these are all holiday items. Some of these are not, like, I think this is not. No, that is. Alright, anyways. Yeah. We're just gonna, these are a little bit more annoying to get rid of. They, you could just click destroy, then hit 1, and it'll destroy it. You could just actually hold 1, which is pretty helpful. Yeah, these are a little bit more annoying to get rid of just because, wait. Yeah, you get a replacement of that. Just want to make sure. And, yeah, if you're unsure about an item, just, go to the link again. I don't think bunny ears are. And, wait. Oh, okay. I guess you can destroy those. Okay, so, and also they will have the destroy option, and it'll tell you that you can get it from Dango. So, yeah. Next step is, well, let's see. So, next up is going to be destroying quest items. There is a lot of junk in here that is from quest, like flyer, I don't even think is from that. Monkey amulet mold. I'm not even too sure about that yet. Stuff like this, or like volcanic moss, and all that. So there will be another link in the description. It's called Needed for Quest. These are all wiki pages, by the way, and it's just basically a list of things that you do need to complete certain quests. And if you're unsure about an item, then go ahead and head over to that link and you will find pretty much everything there. So yeah, like crystal, I don't know what the hell this is, and of course this little wiki thing, lookup entity thing, is useful as well. If it works. Does it not work? Wait, hold up. Does this not work? Okay, it does. So yeah, then it'll bring you to that, and you will know specifically. Obviously you didn't see that because OBS is only on RuneScape right now. But yeah, if you're unsure about an item, just use the little wiki thing. You click the wiki and then you click the item, and then it'll say, just look through real quick, and it'll say if like you need that for a quest or anything like that. Usually at the bottom is where it's most helpful. Like a couple of them will have like, hey, by the way, don't drop this. You're gonna need this for a quest in the future. Stuff like that. So if you're ever having difficulty cleaning out your bank in quest items and stuff like this, it's just getting kind of stressful trying to figure out what you can and what you shouldn't throw out, you could come to the wise old man in Trainor Village and you could talk to him. And you could ask him, could you check my items for junk, please? And then he will show you junk items. I'm going to keep all of those because I like those, but it will show you free-to-play and member stuff and all. So if you don't have any technical junk in there, it doesn't really help too much because you probably still do have junk in here. I mean, there's a lot of just nothingness going on in here, but it is always a good idea to go check with him. And then you could just stop there and you could just be like, maybe I do need these items. But again, you just do the OSRS wiki little thing here. It will kind of tell you and guide you through the whole thing. I just wanted to show that you can go to Wise Old Man. Sometimes it does help. I've used him a few times and he does clear out some junk items. Another tip, if you've reached this point and you still feel stressed out after going to the old man and everything like that, and you still feel like you don't really know what to do, it's just, there's too much clutter, there's too much shit going on. I do understand you, just click. This might mess up some people's banks, but if your bank is bad enough, And we're here anyways, fixing it all up and kind of refiguring it. Go right click on your infinite little bank tab thing and just click remove all placeholders. It'll clear out all of the old placeholders, and then just reopen it, and then it should minimize your bank a little bit. Now we only have to scroll a little bit, and yeah, so that might help you out a little bit too. And I'm actually just going to skip this step for now, which I recommend if you still are a little bit stressed out. I having a little hard of a time trying to like decipher everything going on in here and find the actual items. There's just too much going on, which is fine. So now at this point, what you would go on to the next step would be is organizing the bank itself. So we only have one tab at the moment, and we should really make use of our new tab options, stuff like that. So for this will be different for everybody, but to me it doesn't really matter in which order the tabs are set up in, because I just click through the tabs when they're here. I don't really scroll down or anything like that. So what I'm going to do personally is move all of my runes to the first tab. So this will clear up a whole bunch of things. So just go through, find all of your runes, place them into one tab. Obviously we could pre-organize all of them in this tab once we're there, but let's just try to minimize this main tab first so we could get through everything that we were already trying to do, because we just put a stop on the one thing. And yeah, now I'm pretty sure we have all of our runes in one tab, and the next huge tab that we're going to make is a disposable slash basically disposable tab slash potions and teleport tab. So I know a lot of higher player levels don't really use combat bracelets and amulets of glory and ring of wealth and stuff like that, but I know for a fact that everyone uses rings of dueling, so this will still be beneficial to you. And I feel like most people do have a potion tab. So go through and put all of your potions into one tab. And this might take a little bit. There's a lot of potions in here. But this is one of the best things to do for organizing your bank, because this really helps cut down on a whole bunch of bullshit, really. But yeah, just put all of them into one tab. Alright, so now I think we have all of our potions into this tab, and what we're going to do next for this tab is put all of our teleporting jewelry into that tab as well. And later I might just collapse the rune tab into this tab, but for now let's just work on what we're working on. So all the teleporting jewelry will go into there, and we will sort it all through once we're done. Alright, so I think that we have all of our teleporting jewelry in this tab. So next, what we're going to do is put all of our equipment, like skilling equipment and that kind of shit, into one tab. That goes for like hammers, saws, normal saws, pickaxes, mostly skilling stuff, spades, specimen brushes, all that kind of shit, all goes into one tab as well. Now I feel like this will be different for everybody, but I do put my skilling supplies into this tab, and we can basically say this is like a utility slash skilling tab, but I do put all of my farming stuff in there as well. I don't do farm runs really, so I imagine if you do farm runs and stuff like that, you would make that a separate tab perhaps. Obviously it's all up to you. And yeah, we got a few more things to go in there, but I just wanted to say that it might very well be different for everybody. Of course, do what is best for you for your bank. Alright, so I believe I have all of that set in this tab. I put like my adamant bars, which is for giveaway, but like any type of bars, any type of ores, secondary ingredients, stuff like that, I put all in there. Again, could be different for you. But next is going to be a key tab. If you have a steel key ring, This may be different for you because you don't have like all these fucking keys just laying around and shit like that. However, if you do not have a steel key ring, and even if you do, it still might be useful to you, depending on like if you're scared to drop certain keys and stuff like that. But for the most part, the steel key ring carries all of them. However, if you don't have it, we should make a key tab and just throw all of your keys in your bank into that tab. Now this could be kind of annoying for some people to have this whole tab just dedicated to what, like 8 keys. So if you don't want to have it, obviously don't add it. Just you could throw it into any other bank tab, but right now they're still very cluttered. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, you could very easily just add it to somewhere else or sort through them. Again, use the wiki entity lookup thing. Very helpful, and you'll know which keys you can and can't drop. Like, I don't think you need the maze key, but again, I don't know. I should probably look that up, but well, yeah, I'll look it up. Yep, so maze key, you could drop. And yeah, so on to the next tab, which is basically for me just going to be a junk tab. So this is kind of just all shit that I think that stuff that I don't really want to get rid of, and this kind of plays back to the whole quest item thing. If you're unsure about it and you can't be asked to fucking look up every single item and stuff like that, that's alright. Unless you have very limited bank space. I have a lot of bank space left, so I'm basically just going to throw all of the miscellaneous shit that I don't really know what it goes to, or stuff that I think that I'm going to use in the future but just don't really have a purpose for now. This is going to go into this tab, and the reason we're doing this last is because you don't want to be looking at all this junk every time you like scroll down to your bank or anything like that, so we have it at the very end, so we don't really have to deal with it or look at it ever again. Alright, so we pretty much have our whole bank sorted through, not really organized yet, but mostly sorted, and at this point, you could switch around your tabs if you feel like, hey, I don't really like that this is down here, I use potions a lot more. You could just simply move your tabs over, and they'll switch, and if you did somehow do this, like the kind of shit miscellaneous tab first, you don't have to like just dump it. You could just simply throw it to the back and everything will sort itself out. So up next is kind of like fixing up all of these tabs, because all we did is just kind of throw them all in there. The rune tab, again, you could just kind of put that in with any other tab, but same with the keys. But the big one is our potion tab. So this is a little bit aggravating when you sort through this, because you want it to be every potion slot to be 4 high. So let's just go ahead and real quick throw potions into all of these. And yeah, we're missing 1. So yeah, that will happen. You know, it just does happen. So let me actually show you how to go about sorting through this tab, because it is a little annoying and it's a little bit different. Also, real quick, I'm going to take out all of my prayer potions, because you probably aren't going to have all of these already set up to how you should have them for doing this properly, to have like a nice clean bank. So we're gonna make all of those into prayer potion 1s, just so I could like show you how breaking them down into the 4, 3, 2, and then 1 is helpful. And obviously if you don't already have it all set up like that, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. Alright, so for this, you're going to want to break them down, as I just said. We're going to take out a few prayer potions. All you need is 1 of each, and then we could have the placeholder there in place of it. So what we're going to do is take out a bunch of that potion, and go over, and you're going to need some vials for this. So we're going to take out 10 vials, and you're just going to use any of the prayer, the 4 doses on 1 of the vials. So then you're going to do that twice. And then you're going to use one of the 2 doses on another empty vial. Then use a 1 dose on a 2 dose. 1 dose on a 2 dose. And then we have our whole set. So we have Prayer Potion 3, Prayer Potion 2, and Prayer Potion 1. Now we're going to deposit all of these back into the bank. Obviously the vials will go else. Oh, I did it in the wrong tab. Cool. So hopefully you kind of understood what I just did there. It's just breaking them down. And then we are going to put all of these in as 4, 3, 2, 1 for the prayer potions. And then we're set up with the prayer potions. So we're going to do this with every potion that we have. I have a little bit, I'm compensating a little bit for the space and organization here. So if you don't have enough potions to fill up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 whole things, if you're not using 8 potions, which I don't know how many people really are, I don't really use potions at all other than prayer potions and like super combat, and then maybe extended super fires for killing like dragons, obviously. Other than that, I don't really use them, but try to fill it up. Try to have 8 potions here, and just because it will help with the organization a bunch. If you just try to recall the last potions that you did use ever in playing, and try to fit those in to this. Also, I almost forgot to say, this is where the rearrange mode, swap, and insert function comes in pretty handy. So if you're inserting all of these, see what happens here is if we insert, we have a extended super anti-fire 3 here, find 4. If we put that there and then put this 3 here, it fucks up our prayer potions. So instead of doing that, use the swap function and it'll just swap them out 1 for 1. This is pretty self-explanatory, but I would imagine some people don't really think about using that, which is fine. That's what the whole video is for. And then it keeps them all arranged properly and doesn't fuck it all up, because again, if you have this on unsert still, which I think is the normal function that it automatically sets itself to, it'll keep fucking everything up, and it's very, very aggravating. So yeah, make sure you put it into swap instead. Alright, in this case, I'm missing a stamina potion 1. You don't have to like break down all of these things, just put your always set placeholders back on, take out your stamina 2, take a sip, and then throw it back in. And we have a new spot. Swap is on. And then there you go. Then all of our potions are nice and aligned. Look how neat that looks. Looks really good. So let's do the same exact thing for our skill, or all of our teleport jewelry. This one is a little bit more aggravating because what I did is actually just teleport around a whole shit ton to actually get these to the charges that they need to be. And with the glory, there's 6. So a little bit aggravating, but it is nice. You could wait off to do this. So like every time you use a glory, let's say you only had a glory that is charged up to 6. So next time you use your glory, once it's at 5, just make sure you put it back in your bank, and then have a placeholder for 5 and 6. Then the next time you teleport, obviously you'll have 4 charges. Make sure you reinsert it into your bank again, and then over time you'll have all 6 of the placeholders, or 7, down to no charges. So yeah, just keep that in mind. You don't have to teleport around to get them all down to 0, but it is helpful to do it right now. But again, it is a lot of money. You're just kind of wasting money doing that. But yeah. Alright, so another useful piece of knowledge for setting these up. So I have a Ring of Wealth 2 and a Ring of Wealth 3 and a Ring of Wealth 1. However, I don't have any I don't have any fully charged. So I believe they go up to 5. I'm not too sure though. But anyways, the point of this is Murky Matt, wherever the fuck that guy is. I think, yeah, there he is. he has a decant option for jewelry, so he will fully charge them. Oh, so it goes up to 5. So if you have an odd number of things and you're just trying to get to a certain charge, which I was trying to get to 5, you could do that as well, and it'll help a lot. And then this is also where the money saving aspect comes in. Might as well show that now. Alright, so now we have our Ring of Wealth, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So now we're going to take out, we're going to hit all, and all an item. And we're going to take out every one of our Rings of Wealth, aside from the, wait, why did that not put a placeholder? What? I don't know why that's not putting a placeholder. That's a little weird. Alright, so yeah, I've apparently found a bug. So, it says up there, let me zoom in a little and put this on here. So it says Ring of Wealth 4, I have 2 of them. I remove those, and then this is a placeholder for Ring of Wealth 1. It must just be because it's like weird, and I don't know, that kind of destroys the whole banking system of organization though. Anyways though, I guess I'll just deal with that. We're gonna take out all of these, and it'll be destroyed. But we have, I genuinely don't understand. I don't understand what's going on here. So we're gonna close that anyways. That's fine. That it's all messed up. But we're gonna go over to Murky Matte and hit Decant, and then we have all charged up Ring of Wealth. Up for the last one, then we throw those in, and then we have 9 uncharged, and 4 fully charged ones. So then we could go ahead and sell off our Ring of Wealths. I guess just keep all of your Ring of Wealths in here. I don't understand what that bug is about. Maybe in the future it'll be fixed, but yeah, then you can go ahead and sell all these off, and then boom, look at that. We have a whole bunch of money from that. And then yeah, so I buy all of my Rings of Wealth in bulk and just have like a shit ton here. And then I do that, and then it's very helpful. Let's see if there's a bug with this. There is, okay. Maybe it's not a bug, maybe it's meant to be like that. I wouldn't understand why. Maybe there's just too many placeholders for like the same object. I don't know what's going on with that. But same thing goes for glory, same thing goes for everything here. For the prayer, for the potions, same thing goes. You just take all of them out. And you could actually do this in note form. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. Alright, so we have almost all of our potions. And we just hit decant on this guy into 4 doses. And then we're good. And then we just go back to the Grand or our bank. Bank all those. And then we have pretty much all full things. Obviously, it won't always add up to a perfect 4, so you have a couple extra guys. But you have a nice decanted, pretty even, nicer inventory. And then if you're like doing Slayer or something, when you come back and you hit deposit inventory, there won't be like a whole bunch of little potion things laying around all fucked up and everything. And then it'll keep it nice and organized in here. I don't really know how to get around the Ring of Wealth thing. I think that's a new bug. I don't remember ever experiencing any issues with that. So I kind of can't even help on that. But once that's fixed, or if it ever is fixed, I kind of already explained how that works. So let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. So with the skill/utility thing, I try to separate it into the certain skills that are going on in here, but also divide it between stackables. So what I mean by that is we have our mining thing here, but our mining/smithing stuff is over here. So let's move that over. Actually, can't. Let's just have it like that. So this is kind of our mining/smithing stuff. Then we have our wood cutting thing. There's kind of only one thing with that, but it kind of ties into fletching, so I have that over there. Kind of ties into fletching kind of ties into construction. So we'll have like our construction stuff here, and so on. Our this is probably a good thing to have right here next to the wood cutting and fletching, probably more wood cutting, but you kind of get what I'm saying here with that. And then we just kind of organize this whole tab based on that system. Alright, so here we have our mining, smithing, wood cutting, and then it kind of ties all in. We have our farming section, then like crafting, fishing, and then it goes into hunter, then herbler. So once you get to like herbler, you kind of need to incorporate the stackables. So with this, I just have the pestle mortar next to vials and vials of water. For this, we could kind of just move that anywhere, but then we're going to have like, just try to group the crafting stuff together aside from that. And then you just kind of have, I usually put the water buckets in last because they kind of get messy since they have like different quantities in each thing. And then we kind of just organize it based on that. Alright, so we have that all sorted. We have all of our herbler, as I said, all the crafting stuff, then fishing, and all that. So you can see how it's kind of organized. This is all just that stuff. And then, or for farming. And then at the bottom, we just have other like kind of obscure stuff. So like long bones technically go into construction, but it's not really used for construction. It's just construction experience. Rope is a maintenance, not maintenance. It fits into this tab, but nowhere specifically in here, so I just have it at the end. Then a lit torch is just in here because you need a light source, and when you need a light source, you go to your utility, because that's what it is. And then for the keys and stuff, I added this to the wrong thing. I kind of moved all the specimen and dig site bullshit to the miscellaneous tab because you're not going to be using that. And then we're pretty much all set to work on our top tab, which is the best thing. So how I organize and sort through my main tab is I always have my money and different types of currency in the first areas. So if I had Tokel, I would have it up here as well. And then I have my fast teleports, like teleport to house, teleport to Ardoin, no one knows how to pronounce that. And then my main food. So that's kind of how I have this all set up. And then throughout, you could kind of have whatever else in here. This is really up to you. I try to keep all my main teleport things like up here though, in the front. I kind of keep my clue scroll stuff in here as well. And then depending on how you are, you could have all of your like your main setups, which I'm going to do in a second, in here for like your main armor use and shit like that. Alright, so this is how I set mine up always. So I have my money stuff, my food, all my teleport, my main teleport things, my enchanted gem for Slayer, and then I have all my melee shit. So like just my basic melee setup. And then I have my basic range setup. I don't have a headpiece in here, but you get the point. I don't have a cannon right now, but I do have the cannonballs, the dragon fire shield. Obviously you need periodically, so I have that towards the end, past all of my setups. Graceful cape and boots of lightness are my only two weight reducing things, so I just have those after because I do use them frequently. And then the book of balance, obviously I also frequently use. It's just I have it at the end because I don't use it as much. All of my main things, if I'm opening my bank, this is the stuff that I'm probably going for. And now, if I need runes, they're right there. If I need any potions or other teleport pieces, they're right there, of course. If I need any utility shit, I'm doing mining or any type of other skill type thing. All right there. I need to go unlock a door, that kind of shit. Or if there's something I know I have and I need, it's in here. So that's how you clean your bank. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing. And obviously there's other things that you could do, like a whole Slayer tab. I don't really do Slayer too much, so I don't really know how I would set up a Slayer tab. And yeah, but this is just a general guide on how to clean your bank, get it nice and organized, look how clean this is now compared to the absolute mess that we had earlier. Obviously, this back one is kind of a mess, but, you know, that's kind of our junk section. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, feel free to give it a like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, and let me know how you felt about this video in the comments down below. And peace out. Have a good day.